You think you understand love. You have felt it. You have chased it. You have maybe lost it. But here is the thing. Love is not just romance. It is not just chemistry. It is not just finding the right person. There are psychological patterns running under the surface. Quiet, powerful, controlling more than you realize. You fall for certain people for specific reasons. You stay for specific reasons. You leave for specific reasons. And most of the time, you have no idea why. You are not alone in this. There is a whole category of people who think love is random. It is not. Today, I am going to show you 5 psychological facts about love that will change how you see your relationships, and maybe change how you choose next time. 1. You are attracted to what feels familiar, not what is healthy. Let me be honest with you. You do not fall in love with what is best for you. You fall in love with what feels familiar. Here's what that means. Your brain learned what love looks like when you were young, from your parents, from caregivers, from early experiences. If love felt warm and safe, you were drawn to warm and safe. If love felt distant or unpredictable, you were drawn to distant and unpredictable. Not because you like pain, but because your brain thinks familiar equals safe. Your brain is designed to avoid the unknown. The unknown feels dangerous, even if it is healthier. So you meet someone calm and emotionally available, and you feel bored. Then you meet someone hot and cold, and you feel a spark. That spark is not destiny. That spark is recognition. Your brain says, I know this pattern, even if that pattern hurt you before. This is not about being broken. This is about conditioning. Conditioning means your brain learned a pattern and now repeats it automatically. But here's the good news. If a pattern was learned, it can be unlearned. You can choose differently. But first, you have to notice what feels familiar versus what feels healthy. They are not always the same. Number 2. Love literally changes your brain. You think you are just catching feelings. But here is what is actually happening. Your brain is flooding with chemicals. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin shifts. Dopamine is your reward chemical. It gives you that rush, that excitement, that obsession. That is why you check your phone constantly. That is why you replay conversations in your head. That is why you cannot focus. Your brain is treating this person like a reward. Then there is oxytocin. That is the bonding chemical. It increases with touch, with closeness, with intimacy. It makes you feel attached, safe, connected. This is not weakness. This is biology. But here is the problem. Your brain on love looks very similar to your brain on addiction. High dopamine, craving, withdrawal when they pull away. That is why breakups hurt so much. It is not just emotional pain. It is chemical withdrawal. Your brain got used to the reward. Now the reward is gone. So if you have ever felt like you were addicted to someone, you kind of were. That is not dramatic. That is neuroscience explained simply. And this is important because it means early love is not clarity, it is chemistry. Real love starts after the chemicals calm down. If you're making life decisions in the first 3 months, slow down. Your brain is high. 3. The more you fear losing someone, the more you push them away. This one is hard to hear, but let me show you something. When you start caring deeply, fear shows up. Fear of abandonment. Fear of not being enough, fear they will leave. And what do you do with that fear? You text more. You overthink. You ask for reassurance again and again. You analyze their tone. You think you are protecting the relationship. But here is what is actually happening. Your anxiety is trying to control the outcome. Anxiety is your brain's alarm system. It is designed to protect you from danger. But in love, it often creates the danger. When you act from fear, you become tense, clingy, suspicious. The other person feels pressure, and pressure pushes people away. This is not because you are needy. It is because your nervous system feels unsafe. Your nervous system is your body's threat detector. It decides if you feel calm or stressed. If your body does not feel safe, your behavior will not look safe. So the real work is not chasing them. It is calming yourself. When you feel the urge to send that extra text, pause. When you feel the spiral starting, breathe. You cannot build secure love from a panicked state. Security starts inside you, not from their reassurance. Number 4. Conflict does not destroy love. Avoiding conflict does. Most people think fighting is a bad sign. It is not. Silence is. Here's the thing. When something bothers you and you say nothing, you think you are keeping the peace. You are not. You are building quiet resentment. Resentment grows slowly. You smile, you say it is fine, but inside you keep score. And over time, that distance becomes bigger than any argument. Healthy love is not the absence of conflict. It is the ability to repair after conflict. Repair means you talk, you listen, you take responsibility, you try again. Avoiding conflict feels safe in the moment, but it teaches your brain that honesty is dangerous. And if you cannot be honest, you cannot be close. Closeness requires risk. Risk of disagreement. Risk of vulnerability. Risk of saying, "This hurt me." If you are afraid to bring up small things, they turn into big things. So stop trying to be the easy partner. Be the honest one. Kind, but honest. Last, number 5. You do not fall in love with a person. You fall in love with a story. This one might change everything. When you meet someone, you do not see them clearly. You see who you think they are. You fill in the blanks. He is ambitious. She is different. This feels special. But a lot of that is projection. Projection means you put your own hopes and fantasies onto someone else. You see potential. You see what they could become. You see the future in your head. And you fall in love with that future, not the present reality. That is why red flags get ignored. Your brain protects the story because the story feels good. But love is not about potential. It is about patterns, not what they promise, not what they could be, what they consistently do. Pay attention to patterns. If someone shows you inconsistency, believe that. If someone shows you effort, believe that. Do not date the fantasy, date the behavior. Now let me bring this together. Love feels magical, but underneath the magic, there is psychology, familiar patterns, brain chemistry, fear responses, avoidance habits, stories you create. This is not meant to make you cynical. It is meant to make you aware, because awareness gives you power. You cannot change what you do not see. So here's what I want you to do. Look at your past relationships. What felt familiar? What felt intense? Where did fear show up? Where did you stay silent? What story did you tell yourself? Do not judge yourself, just observe. Love is not just about finding the right person. It's about becoming someone who can choose well. Calm over chaos, consistency over intensity, reality over fantasy. You are not bad at love. You were just unconscious. Now you know more. And when you know more, you can do better. Next time you feel that spark, pause. Next time you feel panic, breathe. Next time you want to ignore a red flag, look closer. Love can be beautiful, but only when you understand the psychology behind it. And now you do.